actually be talking about the xenophobic violence. Um, Violence in South Africa. Um, I don't really know what started this, but I just want to talk about it a little bit because the details are not still out there so much. So we just have to wait for the details. But what I understand is that it's all about South Africans, as in the locals, the ones other African countries to leave South Africa because they think that other African countries are the one causing unemployment and the crime rates, they increase the crime rates in the country. But what I have to say about this is like, that is not true. If South Africa really want to clean their country, they want to have a perfect country, they don't have to like do it that way, in a violent way. It's really violent because one of my friend actually called me from South Africa and she told me about the attack the day it started. I was like, are you sure? He said yes, some of them are outside my house and stuff like that. Then I like, this is not joke. So I keep on calling her, I keep on like keeping her mind at rest, like nothing is gonna happen to her. She should just stay indoor, try to contact as much as possible people she can contact and tell them what is going on if they don't know in other areas of South Africa. So what she told me is that the attack has been going on, not so rampant like this, like it's not on TV like this, but it has been going on for some times now, that the locals want other African countries to leave because they believe that they have way too much of establishments there and they are stealing their jobs. For the whatever happened in South Africa before, concerning whites and blacks, now that they gain the independence and they have their country back, I don't know why they still have the feelings that other African countries are getting their country from them. the, I don't know why they can't solve this diplomatically, like in a diplomatic way. If you don't want certain countries in your country, there's a way you tell your diplomats in those countries to stop giving them visa or restrict them a little bit so that many people won't come over there. The moment you give these people visa, you give them documents to be in your country, so you should live with them. The moment they are not causing trouble, even if you want to commit crime in your country, deal with the person in your country, arrest, jailed, or jail the person or do something. You shouldn't bring your how can I say it, your anger on all foreigners of certain region. And for me, I lived in I've lived in Asia for 6 years, and I noticed something like, if you come to Asia as a foreigner, maybe African, you don't have a job anyhow. There's no how they'll give you job unless the job that locals actually rejected, like maybe midnight jobs like a call center, like they don't want to do. They know that it's gonna be too late for them to do that, so they give a foreigner at very low cost, and you don't want to do that because it can't even pay your house rent. It can, where the job would be, you have to like travel at night, and after deducting your transport fare from anything they're paying you, it's not beneficial because the locals are not are not taking it because of that. And secondly, paying as in wages in Asia, mostly in this country I am, is low for the locals. So when the locals should reject that kind of job, you should know it's not worth it. So there's no job for foreigner unless you're coming to Asia to establish. So I don't know why Africans give Asians a job that locals are really fighting for. Like, I know sometimes you need other people, other countries help to develop yours. But there's a way they do it in Asia. They invite you to do the job on a contract base. The moment you finish doing the job, you are out. So if ever you wanna stay, you still wanna stay after your contract is due, you have nothing to do with the company anymore. Or if they need more of your help or more of your profession, they will sign another contract for you. So everything is based on contract. It's not just that somebody will just go there and the job you think you know that the locals can do, you give it to foreigners. So I'm using this media to like call on my fellow Africans to wake up and stop killing ourselves for nothing. We are stronger than this. We are better than this. Let's stop this barbaric behavior in South Africa. It's not worth it. People see us as the poorest continent based on the we are too diverse, way too diverse in Africa. So different countries want different goals, different countries with different motives. But notwithstanding, we should learn to love ourselves. As in, let your brothers be your right hand. Keep each other safe instead of killing each other. Okay, this is really not good. I watched a video on YouTube concerning the xenophobia in South Africa. I feel so bad that I'm African, and I don't want a situation that other countries in Africa will exclude South Africa because it won't be good. Like, it's gonna be one against like 50 other countries, which will be so how can I say it? Will be so not so good. It will be so bad. So we appreciate our South Africans, maybe because they are developing, and other countries and Africans are developing too. But you don't have to like face other African countries for your loss, or face other African countries for your failure. You have to know how to treat your failure, know how to accept failure, and find a solution to it without accusing other, without putting your anger on others. So this is how it's gonna be, because this is how it's gonna be if this xenophobia continues. Other African countries gonna go against South Africa, and it's gonna be South Africans with other foreigners, like from other continents. I don't know why South Africa appreciates other other people from other continents compared to their home. Maybe they just feel like, okay, they have to exclude their home people first before they have to attack their home people, like African other countries first before attacking other foreigners. I don't know what their motives are, but what I have to say is like it's really barbaric what happened in South Africa. And I think other countries in Africa will use this as lesson learned that they should develop their own countries, go back there, develop it. That South Africa don't want to live in the brotherhood or sisterhood kind of life, so you should develop yours. So, for the South African people, I think whatever you think of other African countries is not really true. Even if you evacuate all African countries, other African countries for South Africa, that doesn't mean that there will be no crime. Other countries commit crimes too. There's something I learned in this country I am. Whenever Africa, I don't know why people hate Africans so much. Even the good ones, they don't want to know. The moment you're African, it's like there's a label on you to be a bad person. Wow. So in this country I am, I noticed something. If African person should do something not so nice, maybe get drunk, maybe going to a party, getting drunk, and they will actually bring media there to record him, to show him on TV. Whereas if locals or other foreigners who they appreciate their countries should get drunk, it's normal stuff. It's just normal stuff. They don't need to cover that. But if it's African that get drunk or behave inappropriately, it's gonna be on TV. So I don't know what is really going on with people or going on in people's head. And I noticed that mostly if any African should have any establishment in Asia, that African will be watched closely, like closely. There will be police, there will be agents, like a secret agent watching over the place, the established area, watching over the African. But if other continent, maybe let me just, I don't need to be how can I say it, racist. It's not about being racist, it's what I noticed because I've been here for a very long time. And is that if white okay, Caucasian should establish, it's like even the police, the secret agents, anybody, the officials, the government, they will be going there patronizing them and feeling comfortable. But if it's African person that established something, the African will be watched so closely. I don't know what they expect, that maybe he's gonna be, he's not, he can't make the money by himself, maybe he's doing something else to make the money or stuff. So we just have to stop all these stereotypes, and people should, and there's something that happened before to me. I went into a shopping mall, like it's not really like a big this thing, it's just it's a small shopping mall in Manila. I went to buy handbag, and like leather handbag, because I don't just shop around. I love, like, even if it's one handbag I have, I want it to be like quality one so I can use it for a very long time. So I went there to shop, and there are cameras all over the place, and that's why I went there, so that because I love to go to where there are cameras, so that if anything should happen to me or other person in the shop, or somebody is trying to like do anything, signing my bag or do something, it can be caught on camera. So mostly I go to malls that have cameras in it, or CCTV. So I know for sure there are cameras around, and then see the staffs, as in the workers in the shop, they try to follow me around. The moment they saw, oh, she's first, she didn't notice that I'm a foreigner. She's thinking, okay, she's missed, but um, I was wearing hair cover. So when I removed my hair, because I was on braid, I braided hair. So when I removed my head cover, I kept that inside my bag just to have because the chop is kind of a little bit hard, so I just want to have a hair in my head. I don't like heat at all. So she noticed, oh, she's on braid. Instantly, like something like touched, like there's a wire in her hair, the touch. She just stood up and followed me around the shop. Then it's not like it's secretively, it's so obvious everywhere I move. Even if I move an inch, I bet that she's gonna go down there, look at it. I stood up, it's like, okay, she will stand up. So I was like, then I have to talk to her like, can you stop following me, because this is so stupid. Maybe I need to call your manager to tell you to stop following me. I know there are camera in this shop, that's why I came in. So stop following me. So she was like, oh, okay, oh, sorry ma'am. Then I said, I know, because a lot of friends that are Africans have told me about this several times. But I didn't really notice because I don't look for obvious stereotype or racist stuff people do around me. I don't look at it. I don't. But this is too obvious for me to handle, so I just have to attack her and tell her, what, back off. So she actually backed off. And there's another situation I had with another woman. I was shopping, and then she was standing, because there's a narrow passage I have to press, like the there is very narrow distance. The product here, so you just have to pass through the middle of the distance to get to the other side. So I told her, excuse me. She didn't, maybe she didn't hear me. Excuse me again. She didn't hear me. Excuse me, ma'am. She didn't move. I have to tap her. Ma'am, excuse me, I need to pass through. So she looked back. She looked at me. Then she went back to whatever she was doing. They're like, what? Can I just go through here? Then she stood up, like she's too straight. She was a little bit bending down. Then she stood up straight, and she stood there. I thought she wants to move when she stood straight, but she stood there. Then I was like, wow, this is not so good. So I was there. I stood there like, okay, whenever she's done, I'm not so in a hurry. So she noticed that I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna stand there with her. Then she moved, and she said something to me when she wanna move. Um, like she didn't realize that I understand the language. She was like, all these foreigners that are proved to be something they are not. That I don't prove to, like, foreigners that prove to be what they are not. Thank God she's not black. So I was like, okay. She said that, then I said, okay. Within me, I know who I am, so I just left the place. So she let me pass through. Finally, then I went through and went to the other side. So whatever is doing is happening in South Africa. It's not good, and we Africans should know how to learn our lessons. Like, if any other persons don't want us in their country, let them just, they can do anything in their country, so we should leave too. Like here, like whenever they think other countries, like they want to face other countries, or they want to discriminate against other countries, they do that diplomatically. Like, they just create a new rule against that country. So maybe South Africa should try that, but I don't think it's a nice idea. But instead of violence, like, we should try that. So I hope I hope later tonight I said about xenophobia. I hope um I hope when you watch this video you get to know that not all South Africans are with this violent reaction. It's not all South African that supported it, and it's not all South African that say, okay, we shouldn't have this xenophobia. A lot actually said that other African countries are the one um, bringing or dragging their country back. So some said it's not true. So whatever is happening there, if they want foreigners to leave, they should ask other foreigners to leave too. That is how to be fair enough. It's not like only African countries that are causing troubles there. It's just that their belief. I'm so disappointed in them that they trying to made this a confirmation because there's a stereotype that Africans are not good wherever they have, or Africans they cause trouble whenever they go. They are trying to make this stereotype a confirmed one. Yeah, a confirmed one, which is not true. It's not true because whenever other race or other continents should say this, they like, and it's true. The stereotype we said about Africans are true because Africans themselves realize this. That's why South Africans are sending other Africans out of their country. It's not true. So I want you to comment. I want you to say something. Comment on this video. Say something. Let's know your thoughts, your beliefs, or what do you think about the xenophobia happening in South Africa? What do you think would be the solution? What do you think would be the best solution to all this? So take care and bye for now.